Welcome back to the Pursuit of Yappiness podcast.
Heyo.
I'm Daytona.
I'm Michaela.
And this is a podcast where we yap.
And you listen.
Yep. I was just saying, I just feel weird today. I don't.
Well, we are drinking margaritas currently. So
I know, but I had like 3 sips. And I was feeling weird and silly before that. So, yeah.
Weird and silly. Nothing wrong with that.
I know.
Opinion, honestly.
I also slept a lot today. So
that'll
that,
do it.
Yeah.
Sleeping in, your system's in shock.
Yeah, it's just really weird. And I also took a nap in the afternoon, so I don't really know what's going on.
Maybe you're getting sick.
I hope not.
That's what always happens to me is when I'm getting sick, but I'm not quite sick yet. I feel really tired. And if I listen to myself and I take the day off of work, I will sleep until like 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And then be awake for a few hours and then sleep all the way through the night.
Yeah.
And then usually I don't get sick.
Right. So yeah, maybe this is
Here's to hoping.
Yeah. Maybe I can just power through and not get sick. Or I'm just mentally, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway.
It's the horrors, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, the horrors. They're really something right now. But yeah. It was Valentine's Day.
Yes. We went to a Galentine's party.
Yes, we went to a Galentine's party.
Did
which
karaoke?
We did karaoke. Yes, it was so much fun.
Do you know that's the first time I've ever done karaoke?
The first time in your life?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Well, you did great. Crushed it.
I suppose when I was in middle school, one of my friends had one of those PlayStation 2 games where you would sing. So if that counts, then maybe not. But
that's funny. I love karaoke. I will do it at any opportunity.
I know. I love that about you.
So fun. It's just so fun. Getting to perform with all your friends and yeah. What?
Nothing. I'm just picturing in my mind like you and everyone else who was there like dancing around singing at each other. It was very fun.
It was so fun.
It does help that you can actually sing.
It does help. Yeah. Yes. I feel
it's pleasant to listen to.
That's good. Yeah. I feel that if I was like couldn't hold a tune, then it would be, well, perhaps it'd be more interesting. But yeah.
But the best people to watch are the ones that even if they can't hold a tune, they just commit.
Yes.
They just fully commit go for it and have a great time anyway. And
yes.
It's amazing.
If you're like tentative, then that's like no fun to watch. Yeah, you got to commit to the bit and just go for it. Put your heart and soul into whatever it is that you're singing.
Is my favorite thing to commit to. So
absolutely same.
It's a great time.
Commitment issues, not here, folks. The bit, we're committing to it. Yeah. And one of our friends and fantastic, lovely listeners of the show.
Oh yeah.
Heard me talking about a shirt that I wanted.
Oh yeah.
And she got it, which was so nice of her, and I am obsessed. For
it's
those
totally
of you,
your vibe too.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. So I don't remember. It was like 4 episodes ago. I can't remember. I talked about the story of JL in the Bible about how like she drives the tent peg through the guy's head while he's asleep. And there was a shirt that I saw that said biblical womanhood on it with like referencing it. And I was like, I need this. And she heard it and she was like, I'm gonna get it for Daytona's birthday. And I thought that was very nice of her. So thank you. Good friend for sure.
And you're wearing it right now.
And I'm wearing it right now as we speak. Because I was like, gotta wear it. It's great. It's everything I needed. I sent it to my mom and she just sent back like a laughing face. I remember my mom told me this story one time. She was at like a ladies like brunch or something for church, and she said they were all like going around just talking about like women in the Bible who inspire them and who their favorite Bible characters are, and this sweet little old lady said that her favorite character who she looks up to is JL.
Wow.
And my mom thought that was hilarious. And I did too. I was like, honestly, queen behavior.
Yeah.
Like, love that.
I don't know what my answer would be to that question.
Yeah, JL is definitely my answer.
When I was a kid, it was Daniel, but
Of
that was
course.
just because I loved anything with animals in it.
So you were like, I would survive in the lion's den.
Yeah.
I could tame the lions.
Yeah. And when I was a little older, I was like, oh, it's just Aslan. It was Jesus the whole time.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
But yeah, I don't know what my answer would be now.
I really like, honestly, like all of the female characters in the Bible. Maybe not all of them. There are a few that are questionable, but
Jezebel.
yeah. But even then, I'm like, maybe they were misunderstood. Like,
Possibly.
Maybe they
Isn't she the one who did like child sacrifice though?
I honestly, I don't remember.
I feel like she was the one that they worshipped Baal and he was the child sacrifice guy.
It's very possible.
So if that's the case, not a fan.
Yeah. I will say, I recently saw a really fascinating and like eye-opening, there's this one pastor that I subscribe to on Substack, and he was talking about like the story of David and Bathsheba, and like in modern Christianity, pastors tell that story so horribly. Like,
yeah,
she was not being
gross.
provocative. She was not doing anything. Nowhere does it say that Bathsheba was on the rooftop. It says David was looking like searching for some trouble, really, and she was like performing like the ritualistic cleansing at the end of like her cycle and stuff like that, and or I guess the start of it, I don't know, but after bleeding, and he was just like smitten, not even smitten, lusting after her, and then sought her out. She didn't have a choice. Like, it's not,
he was a king,
right? It's not like she was like trying to seduce him. It was like
the power imbalance.
Like, this is a story of sexual assault. Like, this is a story of violence.
The way that I remember it told is that she was bathing on the roof.
Yeah,
but like they never mentioned the ritual cleansing, so it's like when you hear it, you're like, why is she bathing in public where people can see her?
Right, but also like, I think to my understanding, it's for one, I can't remember if she actually was on the roof or
I don't know.
Because he was on the roof, but also his like palace or whatever is gonna be higher up than everywhere else. And so, you know, I don't know. It's not like she was trying to be seductive or anything.
Yeah, no.
It's like, she was just a random woman minding her business, doing what she was supposed to do. And David was like, mine, and then had her husband killed.
Yeah.
So it's really crazy and really horrible.
But David is an example of like a person who was very flawed and did lots of bad things, and God still used him for good or whatever.
Right.
Which is, I mean, valid, and we all want to have that as a thing that happens because we're all flawed, but I feel like there should be some kind of punishment.
Well, and like accountability.
Right.
And what bothers me most is that Christians often use that story as a cop-out for when people are calling for accountability, particularly about the people who are currently in power in this country.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, just think of King David. And I'm just like, girl. It's like, please do not compare Donald Trump to King David. Like, and again, it's like, I think sometimes we need to examine the text for what it is, and, you know, like, it's a historical document, and also, like, just, we are so quick to like put people on pedestals, like different, like, you know, characters and whatever. And
it's almost like because they're included in the Bible, therefore they're like bigger than human,
right,
or something,
right. And it's like,
even though a lot of the time the point of the story is that they were very flawed.
Yes, right. It's like he did some deeply evil, horrific things.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I don't know, but all that to say, yeah, I really like the story of Jael because I'm like, good for her.
Yeah. But I mean, it's important also to think of it the opposite way too. Like, just because she's a woman, she has the ability to go around murdering people, and it's fine.
Well, I think that from what I understand, he was like, that was like the plan. Like I think he was like a bad guy. It wasn't that she was just going around.
It's the punching
people.
up versus punching down scenario again.
Right. You know, he was the commander of whatever army that was like bad.
So. I think about that in like when I watched shows and movies where it's like, because the main characters are the main characters, they have sort of like plot armor where they can get away with anything and not be held accountable. I've been rewatching Sherlock, and I completely forgot that in season 3, Sherlock straight up executes a guy, like with a gun, shoots him in the head.
I don't remember that at all.
Exactly. And there's no consequences for it.
Yeah,
like
that's
he doesn't go to
crazy.
jail. He like nothing happens to him. They're gonna like ship him off to Eastern Europe to do some kind of undercover Black Ops stuff, but then Moriarty comes back, and so they're like, never mind, you're back in your normal life. And it's like, no, you just murdered someone. Like you need to be held accountable for this.
That's crazy. Yeah, I feel that in like movies, video games, like there's never accountability. Like I think about like the Uncharted games, like you kill a lot of people. And like, you know, they're like mercenaries and like they're technically the bad guys, but
yeah, they're still people.
Yeah, it's definitely it's interesting.
I mean, there is definitely something to be said for playing a game or like consuming media where there is a villain who is just a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like in D&D we talk about this a lot, where it's like, yes, as a dungeon master, you can do a thing where you guilt trip your players where like they kill a bunch of orcs, and then you make it so that when they search the bodies, they find like notes from the orcs' children and like hand-drawn portraits of being like, Daddy, come home safe, whatever, so that the players feel terrible about just having killed all these people. But at the same time, it's also fun to just play a game where orcs are just orcs. Like, they're just evil, and you just have to take them out.
Right.
Because it's just so much simpler than real life.
Okay. From what I'm reading, Sisera, the guy she killed, was a powerful general who had oppressed the Jews for 20 years. So,
yeah.
So...
Yeah, I don't know. In the Old Testament, I'm always conflicted when I read it because it's always framed as like, these things are okay to do because God told us to do them. But they're also horrific.
Right. Well, where it's like, oh, God told us to kill all men, women, and children. And I'm just like,
and like in the very beginning of the Bible, I started my like, you know, Bible in a year chronological thing. So, I mean, it's only February, so I'm still in the beginning.
Yeah.
But they talk about sex so much in the beginning of the Bible, when it's like, you know, Adam and Eve, and then like all of the Joseph, Abraham, all those people. They talk about sex so much, and there are so many very questionable things that occur.
Yeah.
And like nothing happens to them because they're like, oh, well, God told us to do it. Yep. And it's like, what? Like, I
know. And I'm like, did he? Like,
yeah.
You know?
I know. And like the way that they can have multiple wives, and it's just fine. And then like their wives can't have kids, so they sleep with their servants. And then like the servants are punished and sent away.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. It's just, if anybody nowadays did this crap, they would be like considered the scum of the earth.
Yes, correct. The Old Testament is crazy. it really is wild.
And it's very conflicting, and it's like very hard to reconcile with the God that like I know, I
Yep.
guess. Is
Yep.
the only way to say it.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing. It's like you can use the Bible to pretty much condone anything.
Anything.
You can use it as a weapon to oppress anyone, to condone anything.
Yeah.
I mean, thinking historically, the people who were owning slaves felt they were justified to do
right.
so.
Yeah.
And so it's like, again, that's why I feel that, I don't know, looking at it as more descriptive versus prescriptive, like, granted, obviously there are certain things in there, like love your neighbor as yourself, like specific, like, commands from Jesus himself are like different, obviously.
There are so many things that Jesus never mentioned, though.
I know.
So,
and maybe we should just, perhaps not worry about those things.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, ugh.
I know.
I wish it were simpler.
Yeah, same. But here we are. It is what it is.
I know, it is what it is.
It's crazy.
But speaking of the church, capital C, recently, late January, the Anglican Church made the Church of England elected or selected, whatever, the first female Archbishop of Canterbury.
Oh, that's cool.
Which I thought was interesting. Sarah Mullally. She was chosen. She's 63 years old. She's the first woman to lead the Church of England. The Worldwide Anglican Communion, which includes the Episcopal Church in the U.S., has no formal head, but the Archbishop traditionally has been seen as its spiritual leader. This is an article from AP News. And so it was really interesting that they elected her because it's like, seen by a lot of people as them like moving into the 21st century.
Right.
They didn't have their first female bishop until 2015.
Wow.
They didn't have their first female priest until 1994.
Wow.
And the church has been around since the 16th century.
Yeah.
So this is like
it doesn't surprise me.
I know, but it's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's talking about like her responsibilities. She will have to confront concerns that the Church of England hasn't done enough to stamp out the sexual abuse scandals. And she's obviously coming up against a lot of resistance because there are some people who think only men should be bishops.
Right.
And she also is a supporter of same-sex marriages, so there's a lot of people who don't like her because of that. And as part of the ceremony, a cleric announced that no one had raised legitimate opposition to Mullally's confirmation. A heckler began shouting and was escorted from the cathedral.
What?
The bishops declared that no objection had been made in a timely way, and Mullally took her oath of allegiance to the British crown and the church. So basically, like, enough people like selected her, and then there was no one who had a good enough reason why she shouldn't be picked.
Hey,
so
good.
They did it.
Good.
I know. She replaced Archbishop Justin Welby, who announced his resignation in November 24 after he was criticized for failing to tell police about allegations of physical and sexual abuse by a volunteer at a church-affiliated summer camp.
Ooh.
She was nominated by a 17-member commission, so there had to be at least 8 people or 9 people.
Yeah.
Who voted for her.
Right.
Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. The article was by Brian Melly. But I was just like, wow, we're moving up. We're moving, especially in these times right now where it feels like we're moving backwards in many areas, going backwards, sliding backwards into the dark past.
Yeah.
There
are some good news.
And it was from the Catholic Church of all places, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also the Pope, who was elected last year is American.
Yeah.
And when he got elected, I remember seeing so many posts that was like, is he, like, what kind of American are we talking about? And it seems by all accounts he's like the safe kind.
I thought that the Pope had to like be of like certain ancestry. I didn't realize they could just be from anywhere.
No, they're like you rise through the ranks of the Catholic Church, and once you get to a certain level, I think it's bishop, archbishop, they choose the Pope from the archbishop or whatever position it is that's like the next in line.
The Catholic Church is fascinating.
Right. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you look at it from an objective lens, it feels like something that was invented for a fantasy world.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're elected and they do this whole like mysterious ceremony where they sequester themselves and then they send up smoke signals. I forget if it's black or white. They're like, after a certain time they have to send up a smoke signal, and if the smoke is black, that means that they haven't chosen yet, and if it's white then they have chosen, or vice versa.
Weird.
I don't know. I forget which direction is which, but
yeah,
it's like all very sort of archaic and mysterious.
I've never heard of this.
You should look it up. It's very interesting.
That's crazy. Wow.
I originally learned about it because of the show Warrior Nun. I don't know if you've ever watched that.
No.
It's a very interesting premise. It's like a fantasy sort of thing, but it's set in real life. And it's about this special order of nuns that are like ninjas basically, and they like do all these secret missions to expunge the world of evil spirits and whatever. And then of course, like, you know, the higher up guy in the clergy is bad and they have to, you know, take him out, and then they have to figure out who's going to replace him, and they do the whole thing with the smoke signal. So that's how I learned it.
I see.
It's about lesbians. The nuns are also lesbians.
Well, hey, there you go.
Yeah, I think there's only one season and it had sort of a cliffhanger. I don't know if Netflix cancels everything.
Yeah.
But it was very interesting the way that it was made, because it read like someone who was very familiar with Catholicism writing a D&D campaign.
Yeah. It's always interesting when you watch something and you're like, this person grew up religious.
Brandon Sanderson, shout out to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're like, this person knows.
Yeah.
This person
or
knows
that author who wrote that priest shapeshifting
Oh my
book.
gosh. Yes. Speaking of bizarre romance books. So,
oh boy.
I was looking because the Project Hail Mary movie. Project Hail Mary movie.
I'm very
is coming
excited
out.
for that.
And I was like, I need to read it before it comes out, and I went on the Hoopla like library app to try and find it. And they had it in they had the audiobook in Italian, unhelpful, and they also had this other book, and it was just called Hail Mary, and it's called by Nicola Rendell. And it's also an audiobook, which makes it worse, I think.
Yeah, no, spicy audiobooks are not for me.
And it's just a shirtless man holding 2 footballs near his crotch area. Is the cover. And the description, because I think everyone needs to hear this.
Oh boy.
At a boxing gym in Chicago, Mary Monahan accidentally knocks out the most handsome man she's ever met. After she wakes him up with a few slaps and some smelling salts, the very first thing he does is ask her out for ribs and beer. His name is Jimmy.
Super romantic.
He looks like a Gillette model, and he's just too hunky to resist. Jimmy, the Falcon, Falcone, is mystified that Mary has absolutely no idea who he is. Mystified and refreshed. He is, after all, not your everyday NFL quarterback. He shops at Costco and has a soft spot for Pinterest.
Wait. NFL quarterbacks can't shop at Costco?
Apparently not. Or like Pinterest. And is in the midst of an epic losing streak. Jimmy falls for Mary fast and hard. the way he does everything. Balls out. And like it's fourth and long.
What?
I don't even know. Like fourth quarter?
He
Like
does
it's the fourth
everything
quarter? Balls out. I know. I'm like, what does that mean? And he realizes he's finally met his match. Like, balls out. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. That stamina he's so proud of doesn't stand a chance against her Kegels.
What?
But what they don't know is she is also his new physical therapist.
Oh my gosh.
Recently hired
Twist after twist.
by the Bears to work on his rotator cuff, ... and groin injury.
Oh my gosh. I wonder
And if she
shops
can't
at
help him,
Costco.
he'll be traded faster than they can say offensive penetration. Contains mature themes.
Oh my god.
The
They just told us the entire story.
whole story.
The whole plot.
I don't think we need to read it now.
Oh my god.
Not that I ever was going to in the first place. But yeah, I'm just like, what? Why?
It's very funny.
There were a lot of different like books on here called Hail Mary, and
Are they all football themed?
I don't let's see. There was one. They're all like romance books.
They're either Catholic themed or football
Yeah.
themed.
This one is this is like, is this a gay one? Yes, it is. It just says it's a guy in his senior year and he has a bit of a crush on his nemesis.
Senior year of what?
I don't know. High school, maybe?
Ew.
I don't know. Big Bend Bears is what it's like.
Big Bend is probably a town somewhere in, in
Yeah,
the northwest.
Yeah. And then there's this one. Theodore is every father's nightmare and my sweetest revenge. Oh yeah, he's a quarterback also.
There's something that
contains mature themes
kind of
also.
grosses me out about romances that are about high schoolers or like
yeah.
anything below college, really.
Yeah.
Nothing will be funnier than the shape-shifting vegetable.
I know.
So,
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah. There's lots. And then yeah, there are some that have like Mary on top, like on the cover. And so I'm like, okay, that's like
maybe they're horror books.
yeah.
Like that one Kendrick's movie that sounds like a horror movie.
Show Me the Father
Yeah.
or something. Yes, it sounds like a Catholic-based horror movie, which that's like kind of a genre. Like there's like the nun
absolutely,
or whatever.
like demon possession.
Yeah,
type stuff.
exactly.
Yeah. Nope, that's a hard no for me.
All
dog.
set. I'm all
Mm-mm.
set.
Yeah.
Will not be watching.
Anyway, to change the topic, we were talking yesterday about pets and like dog ownership and how most people in the United States do not practice responsible dog ownership.
Yes, correct.
But speaking of dogs, I learned a fun factoid. You know when dogs or cats, I guess, do what people call zoomies, where they just like run around frantically for no reason? There's apparently a scientific name for zoomies.
What?
It's called frenetic random activity period, or FRAP.
Perfect.
Which I learned recently, and I thought that was very funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
And so now I feel like I have to say that they're frapping and
they're frapping.
doing zoomies.
That's funny. That's crazy. I mean, obviously it makes sense because all of them do it. So it's bound to have been like documented and studied and all that.
But there are so many things that cats especially that they do that people like scientists just don't know why.
Yeah.
Like that chirping thing that they do at birds.
Oh, yeah.
Like scientists just have no idea why they do that.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
That's funny. they just want to mimic the sound that they're hearing.
I guess. I don't know.
Which my 9-month-old has recently, if we make like a monkey noise, like we'll be like, I'm a monkey. Ooh, ah, ah. Well, the 9-month-old will be like, ha, ha, ha. And it's very cute.
Like she fake laugh.
She's trying to like mimic the monkey noise.
Yeah,
very
the
cute.
laughing sound.
I don't know. Cats and babies, they're the same.
They literally, no difference.
I tried to go to Texas Roadhouse.
Tried?
Yes. So, my friend and I, who it's also his birthday this week.
Okay.
We were like, we need to go out to dinner and celebrate our joint birthdays.
Okay.
And we're like, well, the best place to go would be Texas Roadhouse. And it was also on Valentine's Day. 1.5-hour wait.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, who is taking their significant other to the Texas Roadhouse on Valentine's Day?
Somebody who really likes meat, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know.
But like, there were people who, like, there were women who were like dressed up.
Huh.
And I'm just like,
I don't know if I've ever
okay.
been to a Texas Roadhouse, but I imagined it to be like Applebee's in
It
terms
is.
of fanciness.
It is like Applebee's, only like country. Like it's so good. We should go, actually. Specifically, what I love about Texas Roadhouse is their rolls. They have these incredible dinner rolls.
Oh, yes. With the
And
like cinnamon
the
butter.
cinnamon
yes,
butter.
I've heard of this.
Yes, it's so good, which I always see. Recently, I don't know, it's just a trend that I keep seeing pop up where it's like people talking about taking home butter and like using it for sexy things.
Oh, ew. No. No.
Which is just very
I
interesting.
can definitively say that does not interest me. Yuck.
And I'm just like, okay, why does this keep showing up?
Maybe that's why Valentine's Day was full. Everybody was there to get their butter.
Oh, gee. You know, you might be onto something.
If it was an internet trend, people will do anything for an internet trend.
Oh gosh,
That's
yeah.
very funny, yeah.
Yeah. So we did not go. We went to a different place. Honestly, more disappointing because there was a significant lack of rolls.
Yeah, gotta have rolls.
Yeah, I really like their chicken tenders. They're really good. So yeah.
Honestly, our local pizza place has really good chicken tenders.
I still need to try those.
More than once, I'm embarrassed to admit, in the past 3 months, more than once, I've ordered just an order of chicken tenders to be delivered to my house.
As you should.
Because they're so good.
We might have to do that while we watch 911.
Woohoo!
Back.
It's back. It's back, everyone.
Thank goodness.
I have to say,
the listeners were on the edge of their seats waiting for us to bring it up.
Honestly, they were probably like, thank God they've stopped talking about 911. But these 2 episodes that we just watched the other day, they weren't nearly as dramatic and wild as usual.
No, they were kind of uneventful.
There was nobody going to space. There was nobody being eaten by whales. It was just like normal stuff.
Yeah, it was all very normal. And like, I guess the stuff happening with the characters themselves is the drama
right. It's all
now.
like personal things,
yeah,
like illness and
yes,
getting back out there in the dating pool and whatever.
Accidentally dating a husband and wife.
Well, originally he thinks he's dating a brother and sister by accident. Turns out they're married and they're into it,
and they were doing it on purpose.
Yeah, and he was like, no
thank you.
That was a very uncomfortable scene to watch. Yikes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after this we'll probably watch the rest of them and see if there's anything crazy happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eddie is trying to get back out in the dating pool, and Buck is being his wingman. And there was a scene where he was like, Eddie, you're 9 o'clock. And it turned out he didn't know what 9 o'clock meant. So he was basically telling him to look the wrong way. But I was like, you are his 9 o'clock. You're sitting right in front of him. Is this your weird roundabout way of flirting?
So funny. Yeah.
Oh,
I
but it
know.
wasn't. Very
I
frustrating.
know. It's going to happen. It has to. It has to.
That's the thing, though, is like, I feel that there is a behind the scenes occurrence where like officially the characters are not into each other, and they're not even like, they don't even swing that way, but the actors ship it so hard that they play it that way. And so then the audience is picking up on stuff because the actors are like, you know,
these men are gay for each other. We need to make it happen.
Yeah, trying to leave it open for future plot.
Like, there have just been moments where they've been shooting a scene and then they just like kiss because it just makes sense.
Yeah,
and then the director's like, cut. Okay, guys, we're going to run it again. Please
This
don't
time,
do that.
keep your hands off each other. Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah.
I feel that must be either that, or like once the actors catch on to that's what people want to see, then they start playing it that way.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, as an actor, you have a lot of creative license of like what your character's thinking and feeling at any moment.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm looking forward to what is gonna happen, and how the rest of the season is gonna go. I mean, because I just feel like if there's ever a time to do it, it's now, especially with Eddie being like, I'm gonna get back out there.
I know. Well, there's been so many moments like this in the past too, and then they just didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
It was like, ugh.
Has he dated anyone since, like, you know, not being with the mother of his child?
Oh yeah, he's had so many disastrous girlfriends. Oh. Yeah, it was bad. There was even one woman he dated who looked exactly like his dead wife.
Yikes.
And he broke it off with her because he realized he was trying to, like, you know, resurrect her basically.
Oh, right.
But then she came to his house and like gave him the opportunity to say goodbye to his dead wife. Like, she dressed like her. She was trying to do something nice. But then his son walked in and saw her there and she looked identical. So then there was this whole like debacle. And then his son ended up like moving away to live with his grandparents because he like was so upset by it. It was a mess.
Yes, I remember you telling me all this now.
Yeah, he also like dated his son's teacher, and he dated somebody else that like obviously was not a good idea. Like, he just had so many bad relationships. And so then he just like decided he was going to stop dating altogether and focus on being a dad, which, like, commendable.
Oh yeah, I mean, totally.
But yeah, I don't know. There was even a moment where like Buck's sister made some comment about Eddie, and Buck was like, why does everybody think I'm in love with my best friend? And it's like, well, dude, like, because you are. And they had this perfect opportunity, and then also Eddie was having a crisis about something and he was there to comfort him, and like there was this whole perfect setup, and then they just didn't do anything with it. It was very disappointing.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you never know.
I'm kind of not holding my breath anymore. It's been 9 seasons.
I know.
But anyway, I'm also excited to see what other unhinged nonsense the rest of the characters get up to, because after being launched into space and having everything go horribly wrong, I feel that they're going to have to really reach to surpass that level of drama.
Right. I don't know if you've seen this, but former President Obama recently said in a podcast that he was on, he was asked, are aliens real?
Oh boy.
And he said, they're real. But I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept at Area 51. And so everyone was just like losing their minds. They're like, oh my gosh, he confirmed.
If he hasn't seen them, how does he know that they're real?
I don't know. But apparently, like, the clip went completely viral and everyone is like talking
now
about it.
Now that you say that, I feel like I did see that.
Yes. But on Sunday, he like put out a statement.
Oh boy.
To like clarify what he meant. He was like, I was trying to stick with the spirit of the speed round. I'm assuming that's just what like the segment was called. But since it's gotten attention, let me clarify. Statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good that there's life out there. But the distances between solar systems are so great that the chances that we've been visited by aliens is low. And I saw no evidence during my presidency that extraterrestrials have made contact with us. Really? And it's just funny.
Suddenly he's a physicist.
I know. But I just find it funny that he like had to like backpedal a little bit and be like, okay, everyone, stop freaking out. I didn't mean that like I know for a fact they're real. It was just I'm assuming that there probably is life out there.
I feel like if I were a famous figure who had everybody hanging on my every word, I would just say the most off the cuff random crap and then I would never address it again.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be so much fun to just say stuff and then just let people do what they wanted with it and like never clarify what you meant or what you were talking about. It would be great.
Yeah.
Just be a little chaos gremlin just going around.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. His publicity, people were probably like, Brock, like, people think that you confirmed the
I would be
existence
like,
of aliens.
Great. Let them think what they want to think. The world needs more interest, more intrigue. People need to be thinking about something whimsical for a change. Like, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
Does not matter.
Especially
about something like that that has no consequence.
No,
like,
none.
It has no bearing on how you live or what you do with yourself.
Do you remember
doesn't matter.
in like 2016 when people, I think it was 2016 anyway, when people were like, we're going to storm Area 51.
Oh yes,
I was in like the Facebook group.
I was in Europe when that happened.
Oh yeah.
And so I was just like, what is happening?
Area 51.
Yeah, there was like they like camped out for a while and then they kind of just, it was a little anticlimactic from what I remember. They just like disbanded and left.
No, this is a movie. No. Area 51 chaos. Let's see. Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us. It was an event on Facebook and there was like a group and it was in 2019? Really? Oh wait. I think the event was in 2019, but it started. Oh no, it started in 2019.
Why does it feel like it was so much longer ago than that?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just reading on Wikipedia. The event, created as a shitpost by Maddie Roberts on June 27th, 2019, asked Facebook users to band together and raid the site in a search for extraterrestrial life that conspiracy theory lore claims may be concealed inside. More than 2 million people responded going, and another 1.5 million people interested on the events page, which subsequently attracted widespread media attention and caused the event to become an internet meme, which I think is hilarious. And
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I marked myself as going. I remember that.
Did you go?
No. On the day of the event, only about 150 people showed up. And nobody succeeded in entering.
No, because the government was like scared that people were going to try to actually get in, so they had a whole bunch of tanks and stuff.
But you know, like, cuz it's in Nevada.
Right.
And so there was like multiple like music festivals And
That's why I asked if you went, because like it's actually feasible.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I didn't live there at that. Well, was I there at that point in time? No, I was here.
Okay.
And yeah, like it brought business to the local area.
Yeah, wow.
So I just I find it hilarious.
I just wonder, like, the people who were so excited about that, and the people, especially the people who actually showed up, like, what were they gonna do if they stormed the place and found aliens? What was their next step?
I don't know.
I mean, they probably didn't think that far ahead, but
right.
I feel like at this point I'd rather be blissfully ignorant.
Yeah.
If aliens were real, we can't even get along with each other, so
I know.
we're not ready for that.
I know. There are all kinds of weird internet things from over the years. I remember when my freshman year in college, there was an event created where everyone was going to meet in like what is that area called? Just like the big grassy area.
The quad.
Thank you. I feel like there's a specific name for it at said school. But it's
there
fine.
is.
Okay. You would know. I just can't remember it right now. But anyway, there was a Facebook event that on this specific day, everyone was going to meet there and pull out their phones and say, no, this is Patrick, or whatever that quote is from SpongeBob. And I'm just like, I remember marking myself as going, I did not go. But I know there were people who actually did go.
Wow.
And I'm just like, why? Like,
we
so
are
silly.
So desperate for community that we will manufacture meme-ified events just to be able to feel a part of something.
Yes.
It's a little sad, actually.
But I just find it funny. Like, our generations are just very silly.
It's hilarious, but it's also very sad.
Yeah. Hey, at least people are reaching out for connection.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just think about, like, I was thinking about the whole, like, clown crisis the other day.
Oh, yeah.
That was, like, 2015, maybe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. That was, like, kind of scary.
Yes.
Like, I was genuinely worried about it. It's like, what if we see a clown? Like, whenever we drove anywhere at night, I was, like, genuinely scared.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your fear, but
yeah.
Oh boy. Another funny news thing I saw. This was from like last week, 2 weeks ago. Apparently at the Grammys, Sabrina Carpenter performed with a bird. Like a dove or a pigeon or something?
Like a real bird.
Yeah,
okay.
like a real bird. And there were so many people who were concerned about the bird's well-being during this performance that the animal handler had to like put out a statement. So this post says, according to the handler, the performance was prepared over several months. The bird is healthy and doing well, and Sabrina completed training and handled the bird properly during the show.
Wow.
The person, her name is Sarah Brown. She posted, I am the bird's handler, and we prepared this for months. And Tina, I guess the bird's name is Tina, is perfectly fine. Sabrina is a sweetheart and took the lessons very seriously. Tina is actually invited to Sab's birthday party this year, which we are considering attending. Thank you for all your concern.
That's funny. That's crazy. What were people saying? They were just like complaining that she had a bird.
I think there were some people who were concerned about how she was holding the bird.
Oh.
Because she was like putting her fingers, like pinching the bird's feet between her fingers, not like aggressively, just she was like holding them. And Sarah says Tina has acute arthritis in her feet, so she tends to squirm, but yes, that's how you hold a dove properly. Which I thought was very funny that this woman actually responded to these people's concerns. But yeah, so no birds were harmed in the making of the Grammys performances.
That's so wild. I mean, I appreciate, that we care about animals, but I don't know. It's like they're professionals. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just assuming malice at all.
Right. I've been listening to a podcast. Shout out to You're Wrong About podcast. This is unsponsored, unaffiliated, but I've been listening to their episodes about Keiko, who was the orca whale that they used in the Free Willy movie.
Oh, yeah.
And that poor whale had been through it.
Yeah.
By the time he got to that film set, he was not a healthy animal.
Ugh.
There was like some kind of infection that he got because he was in water that was way too warm. And then also he's like, orcas are social animals, and he was alone. And then there was stuff with like he had like lesions from the virus. And yeah, it was just really bad.
That's awful.
I know. And so at the end of the Free Willy movie, they put like a number that you can call to get information about how to like help the whales or whatever. And I just got to the part where they're talking about how they wanted the number to be, they wanted the movie to get people interested in saving whales in general. And they were hoping that the number would be like, educational for like whale conservation.
Yeah.
But it turned out that people didn't care about whales. They just wanted to care about that one specific whale. Which is very funny, but also kind of sad.
Yeah.
And the number, this movie came out in like the 90s, early 2000s. Like, and the number at the end is still active. You can still call it and like learn about whales.
That's cool.
Yeah. Which I thought was interesting.
Get some whale facts.
People are very dedicated to whales.
Yeah.
Whale scientists.
I think we talked about this, I don't know what episode, but I was really into whales for a while, and I thought I was going to be like a conservationist or something, like marine biologist, and specifically work with whales, because I saw a documentary that was really horrible, and it was about like SeaWorld and orcas and everything. Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
And I was like, oh my gosh, we have to save them.
You weren't the only one.
The
Free Willy movies inspired a lot of children to feel that way.
Yeah.
But they also mentioned a very interesting phrase, which is charismatic megafauna, that I had never heard before. Basically, it's this idea that like if you want people to care about conservation efforts and the environment and the ecosystem, you have to basically elect a spokes animal. So like you have to get them to care about usually a large animal that's like a predator of some kind.
Yeah.
Who's also fuzzy and like relatable. So charismatic megafauna is, for example, a panda, a tiger, a whale, something that like people can attach their emotions to. And so then when they get really passionate about like, we have to save the tigers, the things that they're doing to save the tigers are actually beneficial to many species and the entire ecosystem, not just the tigers, but it kind of trickles down. But it's like when you're writing something and you're trying to get people to care about it, you have to focus on like a microcosm of that event. You can't just talk about like the whole concept of it, because it doesn't hit the same way.
Yeah.
So there's a quote that I like. I gotta find it. Oh my gosh, I've sent you so much Heated Rivalry content. I'm like scrolling back through my text and I can't even find this quote I want because it's so much stuff.
Is it something you sent me? Oh. Was it the one by Richard Price about writing? The burnt socks one?
Yeah. Okay.
The bigger the issue, the smaller you write. Remember that. You don't write about the horrors of war. No, you write about a kid's burnt socks lying on the road. You pick the smallest manageable part of the big thing, and you work off the resonance. Yeah.
So that's basically what they're doing for conservation efforts.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. I love that quote also.
I thought it was interesting. Yes, I do too.
My English teacher from high school had that up on her wall. Like printed out and on her wall. So yeah.
Yes. Another quote I've been thinking about recently, you know, in Lord of the Rings in the movie when I think it's Pippin says like, I wish I hadn't been alive to see these kinds of times, and Gandalf says all we can do is what we can do with the times that are given to us. I'm butchering it, but you know what I mean. There's another quote that's lesser known that I really like from The Return of the King, and it says, "It is not our part to master all the tides of the world, but to do what is in us for the succor of those years wherein we are set, uprooting the evil in the fields that we know, so that those who live after may have clean earth to till. What weather they shall have is not ours to rule."
That's good.
Right? Yeah, I'm just like...
Very relevant.
Right. Relevant in terms of like, you know, our political climate, our government making changes that will affect future generations. But also we were talking about conservationism and like, you know, taking care of the planet and, you know, making efforts towards those ends. And it's like, you know, we might not be able to fix everything echoing backwards in time, but we can try to do our darndest to make it better for the people who come after us.
Totally.
And it's not our job to, you know, dictate how they respond to that. I think people who like, when you think about parenting, it's similar, where it's like, you can't force your kid to react to what they've given you a certain way. All you can do is just give it to them and hope that they make the best of it.
Totally.
So yeah, I really liked that. What weather they shall have is not ours to rule. I showed it to my husband because he is a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and he was like, I don't recognize the quote, but it definitely was Gandalf that said it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, shall we close out with a poem?
Sure. This is a poem called... Oh, crap. I hate when you're like looking for the information and then for some reason the subtitle just like vanishes. The book is called Loves of Our Lives. The author's name is not here, but I'm sure if you Google the book, you can find it. A poem for my best friend. Sometimes I find it funny when you ask me if you can borrow a sweater, or a lip gloss, or a pair of earrings. I find it amusing when you ask for a ride home, or if I can get this one and you'll get the next. It's always a little comical when you ask to borrow a phone charger, or a hair tie, or if you can have a snack or water from my fridge. And it's always with a little bit of uncertainty, like you've just asked for something so grand, always followed up with an explanation or an apology. And I find it funny because I don't know if you know how small the things you ask for are, in comparison to the limits of the things I would do for you. I don't even know if a limit exists, because I'd let you borrow my organs if you needed them. I'd let my heart beat for you. I think it already does. You don't need to give me the reason, because you are the reason, because I would pretty much do anything for you if you needed me to. And it will be a stretch to say that all friendships are this way, but our friendship is this way. So yes, of course you can.
That's really good.
Right?
Love that. Very good. Very sweet.
Liked it a lot.
I like that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Tell the homies you love them.
The theme of this podcast.
Yeah.
We need to start a bullet point list, because I feel like we say the theme of this podcast like 3 times every episode.
Jake was like, you need, well, first off, we need like merch for the 3 people who listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, you need like a list of your big key moments.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Growing up evangelical.
Yes, of course.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. If y'all have moments that really stick out to you in your brain, send them our way, please. Thank you so much.
Yes, we would love to hear from our listeners.
I know. Just send us an email, please.
Especially if you're a real person and you live in Mongolia or somewhere. We're fascinated to get to know you.
Yeah. Or if you're a real person that lives anywhere, just we want to hear from you. Please, just say hello. We're begging.
Yeah.
We want to know that someone is out there enjoying this. So, yeah. Anyway, on that note, we will catch you next time.
Yappinesspot@gmail.com.
Yes. Bye.